Digital minded, you've been blinded, looking for the real out there, you can't find it. You can't trust the big buck and the sound. You can't trust the big roll profile. Digital minded, you've been blinded, looking for the real out there, you can't find it. You on that fake shit. Hey, can't believe one word they say. I ride around with a gallon of SOP in a white Cadillac, black SOB. Sick what I spit, nasty like phlegm, but it shines like a gem. I'm a diamond, baby. Stand on my grind, keep me shining, baby. From a bald head to the fresh Theodora. Monster on the block, I'm the lead scorer. Straight to the racks, take a no look pass. Get a pull up Utah with all that jazz. Blowing hella loud, I emerge from the clouds. You would think a nigga was shooting the way I'm moving the crowd. Digital minded, you've been blinded. Looking for the girl out there, you can't find it. Digital minded, you've been blinded. Looking for the girl out there, you can't find it. Baby on the fake shit. Hey, can't believe one word they say. Took by the book, going hand for the brand. Chatting on the snap, how you lost your man. You better bad chick, cause she gave me neck. Turn around and found a pair of balls in his fish net. Plenty of fish, never know what you catch. Everybody is boss, but ain't nobody cut checks. Digital minded, you've been blinded. Looking for the bill out here, you can't find it. Baby on that fake shit. Hey, can't believe one word they say. Digital minded, you've been blinded. Looking for the real out there, you can't find it.
Yeah, it's your boy Killah B, the goddamn witch finder general. You got a witch burning their ass up. That's right. You got a new track by Chose Williston, Digital Blinded. That's right. You can't believe shit out here on this goddamn internet. Especially those damn pseudo lights over there with Judah Nazareth. What up, Shamian? What's happening?
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that dislike them. Tell us why you mad, Judah. I know why you mad, because your mama pussy stink. That's why you mad.
All right, Charlie. I'll let you do what you want today. I'll let you do what you want today. So I say, just keep it at a. Shavian ready to go, boy. You talking about Judah Nazareth? Shavian going 1,000%. That's right. That's why you're here on the damn Witchfinder General Show. Tear your asses up. That's right. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. I want no flags, Shavian. It'll get too crazy. Oh man. Well, it smell like wet cigarette butt, Shavian?
Yeah, she smell like ass.
All right, man. Yeah, so damn. All right. So we getting on Judah Nazareth and the pseudo lights today. We're gonna try to keep it strictly business, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the show. We're gonna try and stuff, you know. I ain't gonna hold Shavian back too much tonight. No, but no, we're gonna try to keep it strictly business. But yeah. I was on the Chris Harris show. Shout out to Chris Harris earlier. Had a discussion with him on these things, all this pseudo information coming out. Judah and his Jewish temples in Egypt. We got some more. Wait, hold on 1 second. The new headset. How's my audio, Tommy? Huh? It sounds all right? Or it sounds worse than what it was? Or better?
You good?
I'm good? Okay. That kind of sucks because I can't hear it too. Oh, I turn my volume up. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to play a clip from a live stream that Judah Nazareth did last night. You know, I only listened to like the first couple of minutes of his live streams. And it didn't take 5 minutes. It didn't take 5 minutes. It didn't take fuckery. So I'm going to let you guys hear the fuckery. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in or that dislike button on the way in. It don't matter. Just let me know what's happening. So we can get right into this. Play this clip. Share the screen here. Judah Nazareth, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. This man lying to the people. Got his congregation lying to the people. Wait, is this the... Nope, it's not in the damn video. Hold on 1 second. That was another one I had loaded up for earlier with Chris Harris. Let's see here. That one probably would have been just as good. Oh yeah, here we go. Vanya and his fossils. Okay. I want you guys to take a listen to this here. I can't. All right. Oh yeah, we gotta put this link in here too. For anybody who wants to come in. All right. You guys should see my screen now. This is called a Sakari beatdown session. The Book of Enoch and the Giants. The Book of Enoch and the Giants. Torah nights are best. Pseudo nights. They're the best. They're the best. All right. So we're gonna hear why they're the best. Come on, roll that beautiful bead footage.
Wait, how do they call themselves the Torah Knights? That's us. Shame on you stealing our shit, Judah Nazareth.
Sons of the rulers.
Wait, hold on. Can you hear the audio of the video?
Yeah, I can hear you. Here
No,
goes
not
Booger Bear.
Can you hear the video?
Earth in those days,
Yeah, I can hear Sam Booger Bear.
Okay, all right, cool. Let me start it over. I was making sure. All right. I can't get enough of the stupid nigga. I just can't get enough.
He is stupid, man.
The sons of the rulers will consort with the daughters of men, who will bear the sons of rulers, to them, and they were mighty. Let me start that again. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of the rulers will consort with the daughters of man, who will bear to them. It says they were mighty. They were mighty, who from of old were men of devastation. Now, I think the KJV, and sometimes it's got a better translation right here because it's
Now, why is that? Because it fits with your bullshit? Exactly. That's why I got the better translation.
The key thing is, look, y'all, it says in those days and also afterward. I want to drop this to you, bro. When you look at the other translation, it says there were giants.
Look, now you know
the earth. It does not say on. It said in. Have y'all been noticing the mud fossil guy and all them? He's been showing the faces of these giants and these mountains.
All right. Y'all hear that, right?
Goddamn Booger Bear.
Yup, that damn Booger Bear strikes again. All right. Goddamn Booger Bear strikes again, boy. Now, what he was reading. Genesis 6 and 4. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and afterwards as well, when the sons of God had relations with the daughters of men, and they bore them children, who became the mighty men of old, men of renown. What I did with my Bible. Let me get y'all something here. Now, a lot of people will link that up with Ezekiel. Is that 27? I thought I had it up here. That's 10. Yeah, I'm always doing something. Right. Okay, never mind. We go back to this. Right? He's saying that these things were giants. Now, we just heard him said that. He read the scripture and he said that they were giants. And that's why they had those mud fossils of those mountains, right? Let's play the clip again, in case y'all didn't hear it.
When you look at the other translation, it says there were giants
play it from the beginning
with the daughters of man.
I can't get enough of this stupid nigga. I just can't get enough.
So afterward, when the sons of the rulers would consort with the daughters of man, who would bear the sons of rulers, to them, and they were mighty. Let me start that again. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of the rulers would consort.
The Nephilim were on the earth, right? The Nephilim. We got to look into what this Nephilim is and what people say it is.
With the daughters of man, who would bear to them. It says they were mighty.
They're mighty people, right?
They were mighty, who from of old were men of devastation.
From the old, the men of devastation. Now, these are Semites talking.
Now, I think the KJV, and sometimes it's got a better translation right here because it's lit. But
now, why is that?
Okay, we go to the KJV here. There were giants.
Were they the New York Giants or the San Francisco Giants? Shout outs to Jimmy James, man. That shit funny.
There were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, see, what they want to do now, these Torah nights, you got to have the stones to knock. There were giants in the earth in those days. See, now he want to use the King James. Right? Why he want to use the King James? I thought something was wrong with King James. King James is a homosexual. They say that. King James was this. King James was that. Right? But now he want to use King James because it brings home his point of what he thinks. Like, there were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they build children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. Right?
Go to the JPS now. Let's see what that version says.
Because it fits.
Killah, you there?
Yeah,
Let's go to the JPS 1917.
All right, hold on. I have some issue here. Damn. What the hell is going on? Always something. That damn Judah Nazareth, that goddamn witchcraft, boy, I tell you.
He doing monkey magic.
Yo, he is, yo. He damn sure doing monkey magic right now. Unbelievable. This Chrome has been acting up lately. It's been like freezing for some reason. It's been dropping my hangouts. Can you pull it up for me? Oh, wait, here we go.
Bullshit.
All right, here we go. We good.
That's why I got.
All right, back in business.
The key thing is, look, y'all, it says in the.
All right. JPS. Right? The Nephilim were in the earth in those days. And also after that. when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. And the same were the mighty men that were of old, men of renown, right?
That's good. It almost
Right?
says the same thing.
Uh-huh. Right? Renown, the condition of being known or talked about by many people, right? So
That's what
people that
Judah wants to do. Be
now
renowned.
we looking at this land, right? And the people that everybody know, right? So where else gonna get next here? What's on the Nephilim? Oh, keep playing the video.
Those days and also afterward. I just, you know what? I want to drop this to you, bro. When you look at the other translations,
He saw Judah's mouth. He said, I want to drop this to you, bro. Judah's mouth just went like, you ever see like Kermit the Frog, like how he draw his mouth up?
giants in the earth. It does not say on. It said in. Have y'all been noticing the mud fossil guy?
All right, right there. He said, not on the earth, but in the earth. So now, how was they laying with the daughters of men if they're inside the earth? Now, he goes on to talk about mud fossils, right? Now, right? Listen.
Mud fossil guy, now that he's been showing the faces of these giants and these mountains.
The faces of these giants in these mountains. Let's take a look at these faces of these giants in these mountains. See this? See right here on the left-hand side? You see the nose right there. Then you got the mouth there. This is the neck. Then in the center, right here, that's the stomach, dead center. Then it peeks down, and that's his foot.
And then he got a little boner over there.
Yup. And look at this. This is supposed to be a face right here. See, see the mountain? These giants supposed to be laying down like they dead. Now, how did the Nephilim die?
They got their ass whooped, apparently.
All right.
Or they got a football riot or something.
Right? Look. The Nephilim were the offspring of the sons of God, right? And the daughters of men before the deluge, before the flood, according to Genesis chapter 6, 1 and 4. The similar or identical Hebrew term read as Nephilim by some scholars or as the word fallen by others. He said, really got their ass whipped. Right. See, this is another mountain range. They look like people, right?
Yeah. It kind of looks like an eyeball.
They look like people, right? Yep. Right there. Okay. What else they got here? Look at this one. Look at this. Look at the nose and the mouth right there.
That looks like Judah Nazareth right there. Is that you?
Look, no, but notice this too. Notice this too, Shamian.
Yeah, I noticed.
If you would
look
make,
humanish.
yeah, but what kind of human? If you would take this human, this face right here, and make it into like a real life, like looking, what is that, renderization or whatever? I think that'd be the word I use.
Yeah.
An actual person, it wouldn't be no black person. It'd be a white man. Look at that pointy nose right there.
It looked like winter grits.
Yup. Look. That one might could pass. That one might could pass. Or like an Indian or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might
look, that's an aerial. Now that's an aerial view. No. Is it? Wait, is that a okay, nah. Let's turn to the side. Let's turn to the side. No, I thought that was a river or something. I thought it was land. But yeah, that's another face. I want to hear it. See what the chat. Judy met the New York Giants. Yeah, let me see. So, what up, Jimmy James? All right. Look, we can see some more here. And I'm going to show you guys what we're actually looking at. Look, there's some more. Look at this. This is the person laying down sleeping. We actually have a big rock. There's no mountains in Connecticut, but there's a big rock that's near Yale University, a big hill, and they call it Sleeping Giant. And it looks like a sleeping, like somebody laying down sleeping. And that's not because it is. Look, see, here we have it again. They look just like faces. They do. Look, these clouds, you can make faces out of those clouds. You get in that. That's in Bavaria, California. So these are your Nephilim. But the Israelite doctrine teaches that all the angels of the Most High were black. Y'all got scriptures to prove that, right? Remember the visage is black as coal? And if these things are coming down to the prophets, these angels and stuff, why weren't they this big as we see them on these damn mountains if they're the fossils? So the Most High made little angels and he made big giant ones. Look at this one. That one looks good. Unbelievable. Bud fossils. Look at this. And look how they made it. Look, that must be Turtle Mountain. That must be Turtle Mountain. See? Oh, let me. Guys, not seeing the whole thing here. All right, that should be better.
Oh shit, was that Harambe over there?
Look at that. Look. Look, they Planet of the Apes. Look, that's Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
That's Planet of the Apes. Judah Nazareth.
Yeah, that do look like Judah Nazareth right there.
It's a god. It's a god.
We the Israelite gods.
Look at this. Unreal. That would be a black person. Look at that one. It's another monkey face. Look, monkey
Nah,
face.
that's Judah Nazareth right there. God damn, he getting all over the place.
Look at this. Now, tell me this. Look at that one. Look. Now, tell me this. Look, that's supposed to be a turtle right there. A mummified. So turtles is that goddamn big too? So if these giants are that big, now this is supposed to be a giant's face right here. If that's supposed to be somebody's damn face, how tall was this person? This is easy by a couple miles. Know what I'm saying? So how big was this person who's walking around? And they laid with the daughters of men? How did that work?
Yeah, that's another thing. How you get from a human female might be what? Maximum 5 feet tall, 5'10". But then this big old bastard's like 5 fucking miles tall.
Yup.
Man, that's some bullshit. That's some science fiction.
See, old Killah B might be slow warming up this shit. I might warm like an old Chevy. But shit, I'm coming at you. I ain't gonna disappoint you. Yep. Now you see it. You see it for yourself. This is like, it's ridiculous. But just look at the logic of it. If these things were this big, how do they walk on the earth? You know how many
where's
mountains
Godzilla?
there is? You know how many mountains there is on the Earth? So that would mean the continents are actually dead giants.
Yeah, that would mean that.
So we're dead giants. So we're from like this. So we're sitting on dead giants.
Yeah,
So this is not even the
that
Earth.
would be that then.
This is just a big ball of dead giants. This ain't the Earth.
From Judah Nasty's perspective, yeah, that's what it seems like.
And that's what they teaching over there. So all y'all that want to be down with the pseudo knights, y'all going right ahead and go there and talk to Judah Nazura, and he'll tell you all about the Nephilims, that the giants that fell out of the sky
And
and
he'll
laid
also
with the
teach,
daughters of man.
and he'll also teach you how a frog can't have an asshole.
Yep, exactly. I should have dug that clip up. If anybody can find that clip for me, it's some man, show me the time marker on it. I'll play it. But this is ridiculous. Okay, so the next thing, if they all died in the flood, right? How did they drown? If they was that tall. If that's that nigga head right there. And how many feet the flood that's supposed to go, do you know?
Shit.
Let
It
me see
have
that.
to been okay, let's say just look
How
up
tall was
Mount
the flood?
Everest.
All right. All right. The height of the giants that survived the flood must be at least 15 cubits, 23 feet tall.
Yeah, but some of these giants were like supposed to be 200 feet tall or something like that.
Yep. Okay. Let's look at this. See what it says. It's giving me the answers I need here. See, means the flood covered Mount Everest, which is 29,000 feet with 22 feet of water. What? Huh?
Wait, that's another good thing. So, all right, let's look at that. Go up a little, Killah B.
All right.
Let's do a little bit of math. Like he says, Avanya and old Booger Bear says that the mountains are actually dead giants. All right, now look at right there, Mount Everest. So that's a dead giant, which
Yep.
is 29,028 feet tall,
Laying down.
laying down. That motherfucker dead. So that means that the water to kill this motherfucking giant would have to be at least double that. So
No,
triple that.
And that nigga head, that's that nigga head laying down. That's from the back of his head to the tip of his nose.
Oh shit,
29,000 feet. So do the math for that shit. So I would say from the back of your head,
250,000 feet, maybe water to flood that motherfucker.
your head ain't perfectly round. So I would say your head is the depth from the tip of your nose to the back of your skull is probably, is it half the height? Would it be half the height or 2/3 maybe the height of your head?
Possibly, like that's some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, that's some crazy ass shit, nigga. That's some crazy ass shit. So just do the math for that. This say is 2/3 of the height of the head, from the back of the skull to the tip of the nose. It's 2/3 of the height of the head, right? Now do the math proportion wise with the body, the rest of the body.
God damn, Judah Ezra. That's a whole lot of water.
And you starting at 29,000 feet.
Shit, that giant must be smart as fuck.
And with that nigga, and if he fell down in the water, that would make the water level rise.
Hell yeah, how much would that motherfucker weigh?
Know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Another thing, food supply. If all them motherfuckers, what the fuck was they eating? If they that big? Goddamn, Booger Bear, you gotta give me the math on this shit. With your retarded ass. Goddamn Booger Bear.
Yo, that shit crazy. I ain't got time to go through all this shit. But the dude breaking this shit down.
Okay, yeah, there's the math right there. Well, hot damn.
It turns out.
Yeah, 250. Oh, wait, that's more than what I said.
That's one. God damn, that's a trillion. That's like 1 trillion miles of rain.
Shit. I said 250,000 to drown that motherfucker. Nah.
He said, now let's cut that by 25% because land, mountains, etc. occupy some of the value. All that space will not be filled with water. 25% figure. Generous since oceans, which by definition sit at sea level, cover 70% of the earth, and the rest of the earth. See, he's not counting the giants. He's not counting the giants land. Oh man, that means that they had to be 113 miles of rain for a biblical flood. To put that in perspective, the oceans have about 321 million miles of water. All the water on Earth only adds up to about 332 million miles.
Where'd they get that extra rain? That's like almost 3 times the size of the rain of what our water has. So 3 times of water just magically appeared. Man, Vaughn, you is one dumb motherfucker.
What a dumb motherfucker. God damn. Unbelievable, bro. Hide in the Bible. Oops, damn. Shit. All right. Here. I want it. Yeah, right here. This is this thing I pulled up. Called a square cube law. I just woke up when I read it, so see if I can make some sense out of this thing here. He's trying to tell me. You want to read that shit, Shambian? I dig something else up. No.
Okay, I'm gonna read that bitch. Let's see. Bodies change in size by what is called square cubic law. That is, imagine a cube that is 1x, 1x, 1. See below. Now double it. What you see is the surface of the area is the number of sides, 6 times the area of each square. So in the first case, the surface is 1x, 1x, 6, or 6 centimeters 2. The volume is the length of each side multiplied together. 1 times 1 times 1 times equals 3 centimeters 0.3 cubics. Now let's double the cubes. The surface area is now 6 times 2 times 2 equals 24 centimeters cube. And the volume is 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8 centimeters cubed. What you see is the second cube has surface area 4 times greater than the first. This is because the surface area is increasing as the surface increases in linear dimensions. However, if you look at the volume is 8 times larger, which is the cube of the increased linear dimension. So if you double the size of an organism, you increase the surface area only 4 times, and you increase the volume of it holds 8 times. Damn.
Oh shit. Okay, let me keep scrolling. My bad.
So this is what he means by math, geometry, and all this other garbage that he's talking about. What up, brother? Hey, Rue.
What's going on, man? I hear y'all burning foolishness over here.
Man, this bond foolishness. Wait, you good at math?
Man. Hey, I just posted in the chat, man. Look, it's like this, right? So you be looking at Genesis 7:20-21, and it talks about the flood. And it exceeded higher than the mountains, but it said it only increased by 15 cubic, right? The ark was the ark. So if it increased 15 cubits, we got to be talking about at least ground level. The damn ark is 30 cubits. That motherfucker ain't even cover the boat. We know mountains are higher than 30 cubits. It's just damn foolishness. And then you got some, man, that wouldn't even came up to that guy, to the damn giant's ankles, man. His knees. These motherfuckers must have been some retarded ass giants.
They could have jumped that water. They could have jumped on that water.
Hey, that shit would have been
off the earth. They could have dropped it and pissed it off the edge of the earth.
Man, that shit would have been a swimming pool. That would been a swimming pool like a 3 feet to our ass.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure they got some heavenly explanation for that bullshit.
Yeah, we want to hear that shit.
Nah, let's also forget how the fucking these giants even exist with the force of gravity. That would just crush them.
You know what? You know what? Fucking dinosaurs existed. Fucking what happened? Man, shut up. You know what? They just stupid. Once again, an angel came down and gave his 22 chromosome to a fucking woman and his sex chromosome, and they formed the Nephilim. You see, they just sound retarded.
Yep. And the dude goes on, I guess he put it in regular, like, English, all that math stuff. But it said, what does this mean for us? What it means that if we double the size, is my screen? Yeah. If we double the size of the animal, the mass of the animal is going to be 8 times greater. It will weigh more, in other words, and the surface area is relatively smaller, leaving less space for transport. This may be good in that an animal in the Arctic could keep heat inside of it longer, or bad because the animal in the desert can't lose heat faster. Yeah. It also means a lot when looking at systems. Basically, the famed evolutionist J.B.S. Haldane once said, comparative anatomy is the story of the struggle to increase surface area in proportion to volume. This is a difficult task. How is it done? The intestines is not one big vat. It is long, narrow tube with a complex surface area to maximize surface area in a given volume. The lung is not a sac. It is a convoluted set of smaller and smaller tubes. Both of these things pack as much tissue into a given volume in order to better absorb material. This is also effective metabolism. Shrew takes only a few grams of food per day, while elephant may take hundreds of pounds. However, the shrew takes in proportion that is relatively larger and is greater than the mass of the animal. This is because the metabolism has to be much greater in order to operate. Metabolism slows in size, and mammals, this is partially has to do with the need to keep warm. If a shrew had a human metabolism, it would need insulation for 25 centimeters thick to keep active. In other words, it would just be a fur ball. How does the cube law pertain to size? Well, where it comes into play is that with the increase in size of an animal, there has to be relatively greater increase in size of its supporting structures. If we look at the leg bones of a mouse, a human, and an elephant, the scale is scaled them so the lengths are the same. They might look something like this. Note that the elephant leg bone is considerably thicker than the humans, and the humans is thicker than the mouse. What this means that the Lilliputian could not exist. A human shrunk down to the size of a mouse would have limbs that the human could not move. They would be too heavy. Giants like Paul Bunyan that stand 20 feet high would also be impossible because their form would have to be so drastically changed in order to accommodate the increased size that the person would no longer look human.
All right, pause.
Uh-huh.
All right, go back to that page, like reload it again. All right. It says the metabolism, go down a little. Let me see, a little bit down to where the bones are and everything. There's something very key there. Like, yeah. Giants like Paul Bunyan that stand 20 feet high would be impossible. Now, this is a giant that's 20 feet high. If that would be impossible, and this is Mount Everest. This is 29,000 feet, and that's just the head. So how big would that motherfucker have to be?
Mm-hmm.
And if 20 feet high is impossible, then this motherfucker that looks like that movie from 2009, what was it? That's like a Godzilla type monster.
Yeah.
Like, that's impossible. The laws of gravity would just kill it.
Yeah, according to what you're saying, yeah, they say, but the greater the mass, the greater the gravitational force upon it.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, like when you're doing like me with the graphic arts and stuff, like pictures, photos, or illustration, even text. We're using text, and like someone that really doesn't know what they're doing, they'll try to fit a text inside of an area. Now, it won't look right. It won't be visible because the proportion is wrong. Like if you take something like a picture, right? Somebody send me a picture, and the picture is already out of proportion, and I'll go to stretch it or move it or make it smaller, the image will look retarded. Like it'll look distorted. It won't look like right. It won't be in proportion. It's hard for me to kind of explain it, so I have to show it to you. But like what they're showing with the bones, basically. Yeah, it's crazy. So like people don't think about this stuff. Like I ain't like deep in science and mathematics and all that shit, but like Judah Nazareth. But
Wait,
what this
I got a
thing
video for you, Killer B. We're going to play some of this. Let's see.
All right, well, what kind of video is it?
It's biology and all this.
Okay,
Just
all right.
play some of it.
Okay. Oh, you sent me the link? Okay.
Yeah. Godzilla Biology 101. Da, da, da. Now, this is Godzilla. We're actually going to do something like this. No, just actually play the sounds and all this so the people can understand.
The ad to go through. I was waiting for the ad to.
Yeah.
Wait, what is there a certain part?
No, just so the people can understand the actual science and the implications.
Okay.
Godzilla is one of the biggest on-screen monsters ever.
I see where you're going. Okay.
Kaiju has teeth 4 times larger than a T-Rex's, footprints longer than most whales, and a total mass greater than 1.5 Titanics. With stats like those, it's no wonder that Bryan Cranston is so freaked out. But could a massive reptile this size actually exist? Scientifically, It's less citywide destruction and more Godzilla immediately collapsing and turning into jelly. In 21 different movies since its film debut in 1954, Godzilla has been portrayed as a massive dinosaur-like creature, towering above buildings and spewing radioactive breath. Size like that comes at a price. According to biologist Michael Dexter, when an animal weighs as much as a battleship, no bone structure in nature could hold it up. This kaiju would crumple, knees exploding like sledgehammered watermelons. In large creatures, circulation is a problem. Giraffes, for example, use enormous pressures to run their blood up to their brains. They've even evolved a structure at the base of their brains to diffuse that pressure so they don't pass out when bending over to drink. A lizard Godzilla size, without any of the same adaptations, would probably pass out and simply turn its head around too fast. So, a real Godzilla would rip itself apart while walking and blow its own head off with blood pressure. The king of the monsters is therefore made out of some biological material that is nearly indestructible. But Godzilla would also have an incredible reaction time. Larger animals such
Okay,
as
now pause.
That makes sense. That's why fat people can't breathe when they bend down against something. And shit. That's what you said. Because the blood
Yeah,
pressure.
now pause.
Yep.
What the main thing is, he said the skeletal structure or just its organisms would have to be indestructible. Now, how the hell would they die out from just a little bit of water? Like, that would be impossible if their organs can withstand that type of pressure. See the logic? See how it's how stupid that is. Like, just keep on playing it.
That are so long, it takes a few seconds for information to travel their whole body length. Godzilla would have the same problem. If Bryan Cranston tugged on Godzilla's tail, for example, the kaiju wouldn't even sense it for at least a few seconds. How much energy is behind a tail slap from something Godzilla's size? Let's guess that Godzilla's tail is 1/3 the weight of its body, or 30,000 tons. Next, let's estimate that the tail can swing as fast as a thresher shark's, an animal that also uses its tail offensively, or roughly 80 miles per hour. Putting all that into kinetic energy, a tail slap from Godzilla is equivalent to 8,000 pounds of TNT exploding at once. As a concept, unless you are the king of the monsters, of course, massive kaiju don't really work. Nature seems to have a limit on how big things can get. However, maybe the most amazing part of the Godzilla fiction, that dinosaurs really could exist today. In fact, they do. Thanks to what we know about evolution, we now know that modern birds are dinosaurs. But don't expect them to get 300 feet tall anytime soon. Have something to add? Let us know in the comments.
See? Yep. That was a good one, Shamiyan. That was a good one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, Judah Nazareth look like a dummy. Come on, Judah Nazareth.
Get your scholarship up. Get your science up. Science, mathematics, and geometry. Well, we're applying biology 101 thanks to the Nerdist. Thank you, Senor Kyle Hill. You are appreciated here. Burning Judah Nazareth up.
Yep, burn them up, burn them up. That's it. That's
yeah.
just crazy, man.
But that's just Godzilla size type of giants. That's what apparently the Book of Genesis they're talking about. These motherfuckers are that big. Well, shit.
Yep. And we see here. Go ahead, Shamiyan. My bad.
No, that's just incredible. How the fuck are they gonna go down? Like, how do you kill something like that?
My question is this: what type of woman would have a baby that damn big?
Yeah, like biologically,
who
how does
could
that
birth
come?
that shit?
Yep.
Wonder Woman, maybe.
That's how stupid it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean,
it really is that stupid.
Did it just have a growth spurt? It came out like a regular baby and then just grew like 20 feet and shit in the summer and another 20 feet in another summer or 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about how big is the angel. So the angel is shape shifting. had sex with the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, how big would I mean? It's the implications and just fathoming it is like mind boggling. You know what I'm saying? It'd be equivalent. It'd be equivalent to a human man having sex with a newborn baby. You kill that
Basically.
baby. You would kill that baby. There's no possible
No,
way.
it'll be even crazier than that.
Nah, it's actually even crazier. Okay, let's look at this. Some of these angels, like a baby angel, is supposed to have its wings the size of the Chrysler building.
Huh?
Some angels are supposed to have their wings the size of the Chrysler building.
You got Nephilims, you got Seraphims.
Now let's take how big would the Archangel Michael be? He'd probably be bigger than the entire solar system, maybe the entire universe.
Yeah.
So how the hell would these humans, like half-breeds, like, how does that even work? They're supposed to be celestial beings.
Send Judah Nazareth that link.
I did send him the link.
Ask Judah Nazareth. You did? All right, right on. Right on.
And here's another question, right? Angels, according to the book, right? They're in heaven. They have no reproductive systems or organs because they don't reproduce. They are created beings.
Yeah, they're immortal.
Which means biologically, they would have no urge or need to engage in any type of sexual intercourse with the person because they don't have the biological systems that would generate such type of desire or function or need to. So then it says they looked upon the daughters of men and saw that they were fair and beautiful and went down unto them and they made it with them. Right? So how is that possible when they don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're not created for something, because everything has a purpose in the body biologically. But now somebody who don't have nothing, a created being who don't even mate amongst themselves, go down and mate with some creature that is, man, I mean, like, if people actually believe this shit, people actually believe this. It's crazy.
Like, this is a thing I've never understood about Christianity, like the literalists, like So Real and all these that believe that the Bible is actually true. Okay, so they believe everything in the Bible actually happened and all these things were in there. Okay, cool. Now let's look at this very topic with the Nephilims. That shit is impossible. Like, what the fuck? Are they beings that are like 200 feet tall? Like, how? We just saw the video saying even Godzilla couldn't survive all this. So how are thousands?
All right.
Like, how many of these giants existed then? And they all have the same structure. Some of these have the same structure as Godzilla, and some are even greater. The fuck?
Yep. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You guys hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. And they here's the thing. They said, what's the matter of believing in the scriptures? There's no problem if you believe in it as if it's, you know what I'm saying, if you're not taking it literal. And here's the thing, right? And Killah, you know, because you've been a Hebrew for a long time, right? Nobody gives a shit about the scriptures, just like nobody gives a shit about any book that's written, right? We don't care about the Hobbits. We don't care about any novel or fictional novel. But when you bring a fictional novel to us and then you say this shit is real and you say this is the God, then that's when it becomes a problem. Nobody cares about what
Hold on, Heru. I see who that answered asked that. Fake news official. Now, he says, what's your problem? What's your problem? He believes in the scriptures. It is in the scriptures. Don't blame him. Blame the scriptures. What's in the scriptures? Tell us what's in the scriptures. And you said they got bigger by generation. Who got bigger by generation?
Every year they got bigger. Every year they got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So at what point were they too big to have sex with women?
So they wasn't big in the beginning. They got bigger.
There's an excuse and explanation for everything.
No, he got right. He came out here talking that shit. Now explain it. You tell us, and you say it's in the scriptures. So show us in the scriptures that is some fallen giant angels. I'm going to show y'all today what that means, and what they're talking about. Come on, I'm waiting. Better yet, here, you can come on in. Yeah. You come on in. Put your money where your mouth is.
Nobody want to get in the furnace. They don't want to do that. But like I said, man, nobody cares about the scriptures whether somebody believes something. But when you tell me that what you believe is fact, and that if I don't subscribe to it, then I'm going to hell, and if I don't believe in it, then I'm somehow retrobate or whatever the hell y'all call it, then there's a problem. My kid believes in the Easter Bunny. I have no problem with him believing in that. My other son believes in a tooth fairy. I have no problem with him believing in that. They believe in Never Never Land from Peter Pan. I have no problem with that. But when they come and tell me that it's real, and then somehow if I don't believe in Never Never Land, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then you say, boy, you better sit your ass down.
Dick Gregory said it the best. Dick Gregory said that one day his youngest son, when he was little, came to him, he was crying. He said, "What you crying for, boy?" He said, "Because I made this house and everybody laughing at me and making fun of me." And he was like, "Oh," he said, "Ain't nothing wrong with that." He says, but when you say that that's your address, he said, then we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? They are too literal, and that's the thing. Nobody cares. But when the information's out there, and then you present, scientific fact, or even you challenge it with a scientific theory, is it shalom? When you present the information, then that's when the problems come. What's wrong with believing in it? Okay, what was wrong? Then what was wrong with me not believing in it? That's my question.
Yep.
Now, when you say that, you'll say, well, you going to hell.
Okay, now I'm going to have to argue back with them. Where is this hell? I would like to know where it is. Are you talking about Michigan? Because there's a place called that in Michigan, maybe. So you're saying I'm going to get a free trip to Michigan? That what you guys saying? Okay, where it is then. Send my ass there.
Yep.
Man, I'm telling you like this. There's no heaven. There's no hell like there's no heaven. Because if it was truly a heaven and that's your holy Father, the Most High, and you love him so much, why your ass say, I mean, if I'd be the first motherfucker in line to die. Fuck, I want to be here where I'm getting beat up by society, oppression, everything. And I got a Father who's waiting for me. Motherfuckers, I'm telling you, man, when it's time to die, motherfuckers be grasping onto that last piece of breath. Crying and shit, begging. But you going to the heavens with your Father. You should be happy. And they crazy as hell.
Yeah, they crazy. All the scriptures say that. The scriptures say that. Where?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but hey,
go ahead, Amber.
Hey, Killah, why you didn't do one? You should have did one on Black Jesus when he did one with Polite, when he was talking about the snake, the talking snake, man.
Oh, I didn't get the chance to. I had it on the board to listen to it. I didn't get a chance to.
Oh man,
I'll be burning him up next week. I might burn his ass up tomorrow.
Wait,
man, you gotta watch that video.
Wait, Black Jesus minister? I'm gonna burn your ass up.
Wait, Black Jesus Minister said there was a talking snake.
That memo said it was a talking snake. Then he said that he told Polite that it wasn't Satan in the garden, it was a snake. And Satan actually went into the snake. And because Satan went into the snake and used the snake as a vehicle, God punished the snake, cut the snake's feet and legs off, and told that motherfucker, because the devil went in you, you're cursed. And then he said it wasn't really talking. What happened is it was mental telepathy. And then he explained the difference. Don't we tell our dog? He said we had that ability. Then he said, don't we tell our dogs to sit and come and whatever? And don't they do that? And so he compared a domesticated animal to a wild animal and said somehow that we had the ability to communicate with them back in ancient times. He said, and that's like we have the dog whisperers.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Hey, have you ever seen a dog whisperer talk to a pack of wolves? They'll burn his ass up.
Yep.
That motherfucker ain't stupid. Man,
Yep.
man, I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers had me rolling.
Conspiracy theories. He had the nerve to say dog whisperer.
That
That
motherfucker
nigga had
said,
the nerve
yeah.
to say dog whisperer.
He said they got people like that today. They call the dog whisperers.
See, when you get people like that, like, do he have people that follow him?
I don't know, man.
Like, do you have like a
know.
congregation or something?
I don't know.
Because he talk like he do.
I don't know, man.
He talk like he got a congregation, like he a Baptist preacher.
Man.
Okay, wait,
That's
Killah
it,
B.
man.
We
Yeah.
don't. Okay, this some bullshit with this talking snake. Okay,
No,
we ain't gonna.
let's go back to the talking snake. I want to finish it. I want to get this giant thing out of the way. Then we move on to the snake.
Okay,
we
go
move
ahead.
on.
Let's do the do the giant.
All right.
You got
All right.
lucky now.
All right. So what you have when show the right shit. Nope. Okay. It's called pareidolia, right? And what that is, look, check this out here. I can see the screen here. Pareidolia is a tendency to interpret a vague stimulus as something known to the observer, such as seeing shapes in clouds, seeing faces in inanimate objects and abstract patterns, or hearing hidden messages in music. Common examples are perceived images of animals, faces, or objects in cloud formation. The man on the moon rabbit, hidden messages in recorded music, played in reverse or at higher or lower than normal speeds, and hearing indistinct voices and random noises such as produced by air conditioners or fans, right? Like you have here, you got your satellite stuff and all that shit there, right? And then you have, wait, click off of this, and I need to get here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's my other window. There it is. And apophenia. Apophenia. This is another word that I wanted to go over here. Wait, let me go to the other one I have here. Apophenia. Oh, I guess I can just use this one. All right, apophenia. Apophenia is a tendency to mistakenly perceive connections and meanings between unrelated things. The term, German apophony, was coined by psychiatrist Klaus Conrad in his 1958 publication on the beginning stages of schizophrenia. He defined it as unmotivated seeing of connections, accompanied by a specific feeling of abnormal meaningfulness. He describes the early stages of delusional thought as self-referential over interpretations of actual sensory perceptions as opposed to hallucinations. So, in other words, these niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
These niggas is crazy. And I
Yeah,
want to
they
get
is.
into back into the scriptures here, right?
Hey, well, question. Let's talk
Nephilim.
about the Nephilims. Wouldn't
Yep,
the
right.
Nephilims, if they mountains, wouldn't that mean that wouldn't that be like petrification? It's not
Yeah.
mummification. It would have to be
Right.
petrification, right?
What it is, they call it is a word for it. I ran across it, and what it is when they died, the water from the flood creeped in their bodies, and it crystallized,
That's
mineralized the insides of their bodies.
okay. So let's dispel that scientifically,
Okay,
because
right on.
in order for that to happen, you have to. There's a certain mineral. When you talk about crystallizing something, that crystallization is called silitine instead of soliditine. It's like a quartz crystal, which is like made out of sand, which mainly is mud and like volcano ash. The water content that's in the ocean is made of primarily salt. When you start talking about the Dead Sea, the Persian Gulf, you start talking any of those seas around there are all salt, which are dissolvents. They don't crystallize shit.
Huh.
It's nothing. We can look that up immediately because it's the same thing that they were
Wow.
talking about with the boat. It's talking about we start talking about things being petrified. There's a certain process that has to take place in order. And so when we start talking about it's called salinity. And salinity is the salt or amount of salt that dissolves the body of water, right? And it's the same thing that's in the ocean. The thing that they're talking about that's supposed to be that's supposed to be the force in which crystallizes is not that. It's called silica, and it's spelled SILIC. Let me make sure what's it called. It's spelled SILICIA. And that's the crystallization, which is like a quartz crystal. But in water, it dissolves. It doesn't have a time to a time to bond. So the only time you get really, the only time you get
that's true.
only time you get
pasteurization.
They say it's through mud and volcano, because it has to deprive whatever it is of air. And those crystals go into the tissues of the tree or whatever and takes the place, and they grow. But
All right,
there's no salt there.
I gotta make a correction. They did said that the body has to be in mud, and the water creeps into the internals of the body in the mud. So I guess say like the body's like in the mud in the marsh, and I guess and water starts to creep in the inner cavity of the body of the body.
But here's the problem: what water are you talking about? Because if you're talking about ocean water, because there's salt there, the salt content is too high.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
I see
so
it.
Go ahead, man. So that's all I was saying. Go ahead. You good?
Wow. Yep. So we have here. Right, those Nephilim. Now, I got this Bible, the HarperCollins Study Bible, New Revised Standard Version, right? It has all the books plus the Apocrypha in it. And when you go to Genesis 6, actually, that's that. This is what I'm looking for. Ezekiel. They try to link this up with it too. They lie down with the fallen warriors of old. Let's see what the King James said. See, they shall not lie with the mighty that are fallen of the uncircumcised, which are gone down to hell with the weapons of war. And they have laid their swords under their heads, but their iniquity shall be upon their bones, though they were the terror of the mighty in the land of the living. Right? They like to link that up with the Nephilims. Right? They probably like to use that as a precept, and that is Ezekiel 32 and 27. And if I'm not mistaken, Judah was starting to go into it, but I didn't watch the rest of the video. I just caught that one part in there. Matter of fact, let me play it and see if he goes into it. I think he does. Let's see here.
He's been showing the faces of these giants. There were giants in the earth. It does not say on. It said in. Have y'all been noticing the mud fossil guy and all them? He's been showing the faces of these giants and these mountains.
Mud fossils. This giant. This nigga thinking, oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. He thinking petrified giants.
And that's being revealed right now.
He said, you hear the dumb nigga and stuff in the back? Con.
And that's being revealed right now.
Listen, Judah.
Where it's being revealed? Show me where that shit being revealed at.
Why Judah pop in?
Show me.
Where's now? It's Leah Martial. Can you hear, brother, or anybody?
See,
you see what Judah just did? Oh man, he's trying to get out of that. He's looking for anybody to say anything about anybody or anything. Listen, he's done. Look at him. Listen. Like he said, oh, we got Marshall. And he said, well, anybody, somebody just say something.
See, Judah had to stop that nigga and say, oh, we got
Brother, or anybody?
See?
Yeah. Where's now? It's Leah Martial. Can you hear, brother, or anybody?
See, Judah had to stop that nigga and say, oh, we got we gotta get rid of this stupid nigga. I don't know why this nigga into her nights. God damn. That nigga like, fuck, they gonna get on me for this shit. Fuck.
Martial. Calm. That's what somebody read. In Genesis 6:4, when it says sons of the rulers, what's the word there? For rulers in the Yahweh.
The Yahweh language.
Yeah, but I mean, where does it say? It says there's Bani Elohim, right? Calm. Sons of the God or angels. Because Elohim can stand for angels too. And it says they fell to earth. And what does consort mean, Abraham? Consort means like to make a union. To consort.
Right, that's enough on that. That's it.
You see here, actually, all right, there's 32. All right, the scripture here. Shit, in the wrong book.
Yeah, the Giants is revealed in the baseball game or football. That's the only time they revealed.
Man, it. I just. Damn. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I started to go. I was like, "What did the motherfucker just say?" Okay.
That's Jimmy James, man. Shout out to him. He be on Judy ass like white on rice. Nah, he on him like Rob Breck on crack. That's what he on.
Look, these I use Bible Hub a lot.
That's what he on.
Oh wait, damn! I got this thing playing. Is that me or somebody else? Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. Link here. What we got here. All right. See if we got to get Genesis here. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong window. Okay. I like to use Bible Hub. A lot of people like the blue letter and stuff. I like the Bible Hub because it gives me a little bit more options, I believe. So when you go to Genesis 6:4, right? These are the comments on it. Elliott Cott's commentary on for English readers, right? Giants, Nephilim, mentioned again in Numbers 13:33. Get that. Then we even saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak that come from the Nephilim. We see them like grasshoppers in our own sight. And we must have seen the same to them. All right. Giants Anak. We were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. All right. See what the JPS says. That's the JPS. There we go. And there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, right? Now, just comment here. It says, apparently a race of great physical strength and stature. Noting is more probable than that. At a time when men lived for centuries, human vigor should also show itself in producing not merely individuals, but a race of more than ordinary height. They were apparently of Canaanite stock, and the text carefully distinguishes them from the offspring of the mixed marriages. The usual derivation of the name is from the root signifying to fall, but Lurmat prefers Pala, which means to be wonderful. It compares to the city Assyrian Naptu, unique in size, often found in the cuneiform inscriptions as the denomination of an ogre. The same became 90 men. They were mighty men that were of old, men of name, Geborim, mighty men. Has nothing to do with stature, but means heroes, warriors. It also generally used in a good sense. The children of these mixed marriages were a race of brave fighting men who by their marital deeds won for themselves reputation. Who does that sound like? If you ask me, it sounds like an African people. And what I had wanted to dig up too, the people of Nubian stock, for what I read, I got to do more research on it. I don't want to say it's solid, but a lot of people from like the Sudan and stuff like that are known for being very tall and having large feet. Like you have like Manute Bol. I pulled up, see if these pictures are still in here. Oh yeah, right here. I don't know if that's showing up for the thing. Yep. Or no. Yeah, it is. They were warriors. See that? People of renown. Look.
Yeah, that would be like a giant to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems more plausible
Yeah.
than some fucking Attack on Titan bullshit.
Yep.
Dude, Nezra, you need to get off the anime, man. I know you live up in Japan, but goddamn, man, Get off Attack on Titan. It's a good show.
You gotta get off this.
Get off them animes. Stop smoking your Fukushima weed with some radiation for Godzilla beat your ass again. You know, me and Godzilla is tight, man. He my homie. We been homies since 5th grade. If you don't want an ass whooping from Godzilla, I say, hey, yo, Godzilla, you see that man Judah Nasty? I want you to go inside his mouth. He'll do that. He'll fuck you right up, Judah Nazareth.
Right? Yeah, man, it's fucking. It's crazy. It's the shit that they come out with, man. It's the craziest stuff that they come out with. And what we find out is that these people weren't actually people from outer space. What they were a mighty people. Like, from what I'm coming up to the conclusion, I didn't do too much like research on it, is that there actually would be like what you would call the Canaanite people that were there, or an African race, a mighty race, a Cushitic race, not Canaanite, I meant Cushite people. Like who they said built the Tower of Babel? It was Nimrod, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are real people. I'm not saying Nimrod was a real person. All this stuff was real people, because a lot of this stuff, these are it's myth, it's mythology. It's like, and that's what I read also too, was saying that these Nephilim were actually the mythological. They were known as like the people of the mythological gods. You know what I mean? Saying like how they said Nimrod became a mighty man unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So he was a mighty man, and he started all these nations. He did all of this stuff, and the people, you know what I mean? And these Semites, they didn't like that. So it would make sense that they would write a story, something like that. I'm not 100% solid on this. I'm going to still work on it. I'll definitely get back to you. If anybody can add on to that in the comments, in the chat, or on the panel here and stuff, would be awesome.
So apparently Judah Nazareth was puffing the magic dragon.
Yup.
He riding that acid trip. He doing something because he outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
He riding that acid dragon. Damn, Jimmy James got daggers for days.
For days.
Yeah, we got fire for your ass, Judah Nazareth. We always stay on your ass. Why you ain't want to come here, man?
Why you ain't want to show up, Judah? Why you lying to the people, Judah?
Yeah. Is it because you have Chachi? We know you, Chachi, Judah Nazareth.
And look at this here. In Genesis 10:8. And Cush was the father of Nimrod, who grew to be a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. So once again, you got these African people and stuff running shit.
And you know what? When you start talking about that, when you start talking about like when Daniel went to go face Goliath, and they start talking about Goliath and how big he was, only thing they're doing is demonizing him by talking about how he was this big, great monster and he was tall, and you know what I'm saying? And then it tells the story of the little man. Yeah, it tells the story of just this little man, David. I went out with only a fucking rock and some smooth shit. I'm like, okay, you know, what person you know go see a person twirling a damn slingshot and go drop his shield? If you even act like you go throw something at somebody, your ass is flinching. But he just automatically hit a headshot with nothing, and
He,
You
he
know
was
what
a
I'm
bad man, boy.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And they just took him, said he was supposed to have been the son of or a prodigy of a Nephilim or somewhere in that bloodline. And they talk about how Goliath's brother, he wasn't even the tallest. His brother was taller than him. And these
Yeah.
are all supposed to be Nephilims, right? But there's no bodies of no Nephilims. And these supposed to be like, as you say, Canaanite people or Canaanite people in that area that had kingdoms. But there's no mummifications or anything of, these people at all. They go in and late at night and they making fucking bones and shit. And talking about, oh, look at these. These are, big ass skulls and shit the size of a truck. I'm like, man, and Judah, but here's the thing. Judah, Black Jesus Minister, who else I can put in there? Immaculate.
G-Man.
These motherfuckers will find anything on the internet in tabloids and put that shit out. Anything.
Yeah. Anything just to prove what they're saying.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. I guarantee you,
Anything.
if somebody burned a bush today, I guarantee you, I could burn a bush today, right? And I could put some 151 on it, make sure it's all, saturated or some type of chemical that would burn, but the tree won't burn until after the substance burn. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, see, I told you, that's God. That's God. God came back, the tree ain't burning. It's not burning. And motherfuckers don't pay no attention to science. Don't even know what's fucking going on, but they'll use that shit, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
You remember the conspiracy about the fake snow?
Yeah.
Like they were taking the snow and trying to burn it.
Yeah.
If you take any snow and do that, it won't burn. It'll do the same thing. It's called soot.
Uh-huh.
Like it would just have the black soot. It's like, see, it won't burn. It's like plastic.
Uh-huh.
It's called soot. Oh man, these people were like, it's unreal. There's a lot of crazy stuff that people believe. There's even some stuff I caught and like I was like, oh, well, I used to think, let me look this shit up. And sure enough, there should be some bullshit. It'd be some bullshit. Like Black Jesus minister with his damn Noah's Ark.
This motherfucker crazy, man.
Yeah,
I just
wait. I got something for Black Jesus. You know who else is a nuclear power? Russia.
Yup.
You talk about Turkey's got nuclear weapons and all that.
And they don't make their own nuclear weapons. That's not true.
Yeah, that's NATO.
Yeah, they get nuclear weapons. They get help with nuclear weapons.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get no nuclear weapons. They don't make shit.
Like
We making them motherfuckers.
there's only a few countries: Paris, France. Oh wait, France is Paris. My bad. France, Israel, North America, the United States, Russia, India, and I think that's it that have nuclear capabilities.
Yeah. Well, now South Korea does.
Yeah, no, North Korea.
North Korea does.
Yeah. With his crazy little midget ass. He like a little midget with a hand grenade. Say, I'm gonna throw this bitch.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un, he crazy as fuck, man.
Yup.
Yeah, man. But they take things and they just say anything, man. And that's why I just can't do it. I cannot subject myself to such craziness to people who don't have no damn sense. I refuse to do it now. No. I just refuse to do it. For real. You know what I'm saying? I want to debate a motherfucker on Game of Thrones or some shit like that. That's what I want to do.
I gotta start watching that. I heard that's good. Everybody's been telling me that's good.
Oh yeah, man. I'm like,
this shit ended though.
Is there a Westeros, goddammit, and there's a fucking flying dragon, and you might as well have discussions about that shit compared to the shit they telling you about.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah, man. But I guarantee you, Black Jesus would say, yes, brother, there are Nephilims. And he go put out some fucking article showing these big ass skulls and people look at this and look at that.
Oh yeah, there's this retard on the internet named G-Man. He had actually put this website, or he looked up this website. It was a satirical website where there were Nephilim bones and everything.
Mhm.
Now, on the side piece of that satirical article was this female. She got arrested because she threw squirrels at her lover because he wouldn't eat her out.
Damn, squirrels.
Yeah. I'm like, G-Man didn't even see that, and people were pointing that out to him, and he's like, well, that doesn't make this website not true. I'm like, do you know what satirical websites are? Or what? Like, he's that retarded.
Yeah. Yep. Like some people of their age, the schooling and stuff like that wasn't up to par. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either it was the school or them wasn't up to par. And this is what happens when you get older and start messing with some younger people that's a lot more sharper. You get lit up. And then you learn, like, damn, that was some bullshit. Yup. You gotta go through it and it's still going through it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But
Niggy,
yeah, like the other night. Oh, I'm sorry. Try me out. Go ahead.
man, I almost feel sorry for Niggy. He in a room full of retards.
You got that right. Negi's a genius compared to all of them.
Yeah. Yo, G-Man, why don't you join the new idiots? Like, we'll call it the retard nights. And then you'll have a whole lineup of retards. You got G-Man, you got Jude Nazra, and you got Booger Bear over there.
The pseudo knights. The
Yeah.
pseudo
He said a
knights.
pseudo knights.
Yup. The pseudo knights. Judah Nazareth and the pseudo knights. Oh man, it never gets old. It never gets old. It's old. Trying to look. Damn, I lost my screen. Where's that screen? I had all those damn windows on. This is crazy. Only happens to me. It don't happen to nobody else. Oh, there they go. Hiding over here in the corner. All right. This is another thing I want to throw up on here. All right. So boom. Boom. Check this one out. So they got baby giants now. You got a little boulder with that's the face. Y'all see that? So that's a baby now. It's stuck in the ground. Oh, but the Vanya said they lived in the earth. They said that they were in the earth. And now we saw in the commentary also that this is what I wanted in this Bible here. That was Ezekiel. I want to read the 27. All right. For Ezekiel 32 and 27, it says, y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It says, and they do not lie with the fallen warriors of long ago who went down to Sheol, who went down to hell with their weapons of war, whose swords were laid under their heads and whose shields are upon the bones. For the terror of the warriors were in the land of the living, right? That's what they're trying to use too to match up talking about the fallen angels, right? And it says right here, the honorable burials of ancient military heroes, right? CF. Wait, what does that abbreviation mean? Thing for abbreviations in here? Sure. Maybe they don't. See if I can look that up real quick what the CF means. Do you know what the abbreviation CF means?
Mm-mm.
Oh, to compare. It means to compare. Okay. So says to compare with Genesis 10, 8, and 9. 10, 8, and 9. Right? And Cush was the father of Nimrod, who grew to be a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. So it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. Now you see that? It's not talking about some giants, or those Cushite people are the giants that they're talking about. And they come from the people of God. This again.
Well,
Yep. It said Cush begat Nimrod, and he became a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. In the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Canaan, and the land of Shinar. And out of that land went forth Asher and builded Nineveh, and the city of Rehoboth, and Canaan, and Rezin, between Nineveh and Killah, and the same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Ludan. All right, that's all Mizraim stuff. So it's like the same thing. And then we have in the commentary, they talking about, look, this mighty man. And they say they descended from Canaanites, from Cain.
Yeah. There go your Nephilims. You know, they start doing create some mythology and embellishing around of certain people and created a fucking fictional story.
Ooh, check this out. The opinion that giants are intended derive no support from Numbers 30, 13, 32 to 33. With the spies described in the land of Canaan as a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And then add, and there we saw the Nephilim, the son of Anak among and we saw the Nephilim, the son of Anak among the Nephilim, by the side of whom they were the grasshoppers. The term Nephilim cannot signify giants, since the spies not only mention them, especially along with the inhabitants of the land, who are described as people of great stature, but single out only a portion of the Nephilim as sons of Anak. An example, long-necked people or giants. The explanation falling from heaven needs no refutation, insomuch as the main element from heaven is purely arbitrary additional. Arbitrary additional system. Natural one time. Unmotivated. The meaning of the verse subject to dispute. To an unprejudiced mind, the words as they stand represent the Nephilim, who were on the earth in those days as existing before the sons of God began to marry the daughters of men, and clearly distinguished them from the fruits of these marriages. Can no more be rendered. They became or arose in this connection. That's what I'll need to read on that. See, the term of Hebrews implies giants. The term in Hebrew applies not so much the idea of great stature as of reckless ferocity, impious or daring characters who spread devastation and carnage far and wide. Yeah, I'm gonna get more into this. Get to the bottom of that. That's something new to study.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this whole giants and stuff laying down. Look at this. This is crazy. These people out here, they believe it. Oh, look. See how they showing how it's formed? You see my screen, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
shit.
it.
Okay. Look, that's crazy. So that what they saying happened. So that kills flat Earth too. That knocks flat Earth out the box too. Look, dragons.
Yeah,
Dragon
flat Earth
fossil.
is retarded as fuck.
So now, if there's, oh yeah, the other video I did, it got all jacked up with those dudes on Facebook was trying to say that there were Egyptian artifacts inside the caves in the Grand Canyon. That was based off a April Fool's hoax by an anonymous writer to a newspaper. And supposedly the guy that found it, which no one knows of, that had a wood boat, was riding rapids in the river in the Grand Canyon in a wooden boat, and he was able to get his boat to climb up in this 1,500 foot, not a valley, like the face of a wall. It was like 1,500 feet in the face of the wall, and he has no pictures. There's no pictures. And the archaeologist from the Smithsonian Museum never existed, that he claims that he brought back there, never existed or ever worked for the Smithsonian. And this guy puts up a picture of the artifacts. And there was someone in the chat, in the comment board, he was like, yeah, wow, that's in DC? I'm going to go see that. And one guy was like, I live in DC. I've been there. That's not in there. And that picture is from the gift shop. But you go to Pinterest, you see the picture there, and it says that it was found inside of the cave. Unreal. Unbelievable. So with that, and you guys got anything to say before I close out? Got some more people. Hit that like button for your boy. God damn, I'm working hard today and shit.
Nah, man. Hey, just ready for the next one, the next burning.
Yep.
This is, but I do got a question. So, are you saying that Judah Nas actually posted something about some Nephilims and that they've turned into mountains? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
what
you
happened?
didn't hear it?
No.
You didn't hear it?
Yeah,
Oh, damn. I thought
it was him and
he heard
Booger
that.
Bear.
No. I got caught in late, and then I just started listening to you. So
Oh.
I got the implications of it. So I just wanted to know.
I have no problem playing it over for you, brother. I
Yeah,
have
it's
no
funny.
problems at all.
Yeah, play it
Listen to
again.
this. This was last night. This was made last night. Old Booger Bear. See the screen? All right, here we go. I have so much fun getting these clips.
The Nephilim were on the earth in those days.
Oh, shit slowing up now. God damn. You guys hear me?
Yep, I get you.
All right. This damn Chrome. I'm gonna uninstall and reinstall this thing tonight. This thing is tripping. Judah Nazareth, witchcraft. He trying to do overtime. You got Neggy there too with his Mickey Mouse magician suit on.
You got
What's the name of that show?
Monkey
Hold on.
Magic.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what it is. Some monkey ass magic. Hold on, this thing will come back in a second. Come on. Wait, you got it, Shamiam, right? Let's play it for him real quick, since my shit's jacked up. Monkey ass. Oh, you already got it on deck, huh?
Wait, send it to me and then I could screen share it.
It's in the chat. I put it in the chat earlier or last night. You should be able to scroll through and see it. Oh, there you go. Never mind. I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
They were mighty. They were mighty who from of old were men of devastation. Now, I think the KJV and sometimes we got a better translation right here because this look.
Now, why is that? Because it fits with your bullshit. That's why I got the better translation.
The key thing is, look, y'all, it says in those days and also afterward. I want to drop this to you, bro. When you look at the other translation, it says there were giants in the earth. It does not say on. It said in. Have y'all been noticing the mud fossil guy and all this? He's been showing the faces of these giants and these mountains.
Mud fossils. This giants. This nigga thinking, oh my god. Oh my god. You need to petrify giants. Yo, you can tell I be having a ball, yo, when I be finding these scripts. Where it's being revealed? Show me where that shit being revealed at. Show me. Show me.
We got my y'all. Can you hear, brother? Or anybody?
See, you had to stop that nigga and say, oh, we got my shit. Oh, we got to get rid of this stupid nigga. I don't know why nigga be into it. You're like, fuck, nigga, to get out of me for this shit. Fuck. That's why Judah had to make that video today to try to be smart. Try to look like he's smart after that shit. Judah had to clean that shit up. Watch. Avanya gonna be the next to leave, yo. Watch. They're gonna get into it. Watch. Avanya gonna keep pushing that shit. You know what you talking about, nigga? Nigga, those are Nephilims. Nigga, those are dead Nephilims, the mountains. Look what they call the mountains, sleeping giant.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and Judah try to clean that shit up. He was like, yo, we got Marshall. Anybody was talking? Whatever. Listen to what he says, yo. Listen. Wait, first, this is the even better part. Watch this. Because Judah tries to cut him off first. Cut him off the first time, then. He said, no, bro, you got to let me get this out. I got to get this out, bro. Listen. Listen. Look, you see Judah put his head down? Like, let me see what the fuck this nigga reading now. Now watch what he does. Because KGB say giant. He said, but, he said, I gotta drop this to you, bro.
That's being revealed right now.
Where it's being revealed? Show me where that shit being revealed at. Show me.
stop that nigga and say, "Oh, we got my fuck, we gotta get rid of this." That nigga like, fuck, they gonna get out here for this shit. Fuck.
That's what's funny with the real. In Genesis 6:4, when it says sons of the rulers, what's the word there?
Your volume went down.
The volume went down. I might have turned it
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Sons of the gods or angels. Because Elohim can stand for angels too. And they says they fell to earth. And what does consort mean, Abaya? Like to make a union, to consort or
That's all of it. See? You hear that? You heard that with your own ears, right? He said that's why they got the mud fossils, the giants in the mountains.
That car for the day, and make sure the 30 miles.
Now call Killah be a lie.
Car, one that you're gonna be.
Call Killah be in the earth. Call Killah be a lie. And Negi brought this nigga in Torah Nights. Ain't nobody brought this nigga in Torah Nights but Negi.
God damn.
I bet Negi found this nigga in one of those Asperger groups. Nah, he ain't got Asperger because he's too stupid to have Asperger's.
Nah, he probably found them chewing crayons. That's where he found them.
Oh.
At the chewing crayon convention or some shit.
A Booger Bear convention.
Yeah. God damn, where he found this retard.
Yup. Fuck, unbelievable, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Wait, who brought Amber aboard Torah Nights before?
I wasn't around when Amber came in. Okay. I had a little vacation and stuff. I'll tell you, a little vacay.
So who is Amber's? And then that's One Nails One. Who is that?
That's
Amber.
Amber is Nails.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know that?
And then there's another girl called Yashi. Who is that? Yaya or something like that?
I don't know.
Yaka. Oh, okay.
I know who that is.
So Amber's still part of Tour Nights?
Nah, she left a while ago.
Nah, where you been? Amber, get out of your ass. You asked Amber that. You're still at Tour Nights.
Wait, this is the Tour Nights, so yeah, I guess you could say she joined.
Yeah, she's in the Tour Nights. She's in the real Tour Nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it. Is she still under Judah?
Hell no.
Nah.
Okay.
Hell
no. If we find him in Japan, and he, like the way we gonna find out is him that can
keep it easy. Shabia, keep it easy.
All right. We find a little note with a little bit of writing that he likes to say, and we go say, "Oh yeah, that's Judah Nazra, all right."
Okay.
That's how we gonna know he did or something. What up, Chris Harris?
Chris Harris.
I didn't even know y'all was live.
Damn, man, we've been out here about 2 hours probably or more.
Shit, I was asleep. Then I went on Solomon and somebody said, your boy B live. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm over here burning their asses up.
Well, you talking about Booger Bear?
Yeah, I'm
believing in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and shit?
Yup. Burn that son.
And since we ain't on my platform, man, you're a fucking idiot, my nigga. Booger Bear, you're a fucking idiot, and you follow a even bigger fucking idiot. You guys are a group of fucking idiots, nigga. Tour Nights ain't done shit since I left. Now I said it. What's up? Nah. What has Torah Nights done since I've been gone? Ask yourselves this question. What have you done?
Neg, you broke that big
Nothing.
meat pod looking up in the fucking Torah. The
Right.
pseudo nights. The pseudo nights.
Ever since y'all been gone, y'all been fucking up. First, y'all had Trey Tails' white wife making them niggas Ku Klux Klan outfits and shit. Right? That nigga wore that silk, wore some silk garments.
That was
Wore all that shit.
That was the first Torah night on TKR I came back to when I came back. That was the first one. I was like, oh shit. I was like, why that nigga wear the Klan outfit? I was sitting there thinking, I'm looking at the screen, I'm trying to figure it out.
She made that shit. I was like, oh man, they take an L for this one. Somebody called me like, yo man, your boys got on the wrong type of fabric on the thing. I'm like, I'm not with them no more. They was like, damn, that's an L, dog. And I said, man, let me see what y'all talk. I was like, oh shit, this can't be real.
And that's Judah's design. Judah the one told her how to do it. Told her what to make. And Judah
put that nigga in a Mason outfit.
And Judah never even wore his. That's what he does. That's what he does. He was asking people to do designs and stuff for him the other night.
He ain't gonna wear it.
See, he went the time. He went the time. Now somebody will do it, like, know what I mean? And he won't even use it. Yup. He said the same exact words he said.
I ain't seen the Torah Nights do a debate. I ain't seen them do nothing.
Word, he supposed to be debating G-Checker. Where the hell is G-Checker at?
They were supposed to debate yesterday. I guess G-Checker probably, I don't know, he probably flamed out. Judah known for running from debate, so he probably ran knowing him.
Oh, that shit crazy.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel Haru?
That old brother Haru up in here burning them up too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, they hit me up. They said, your boy B live. I said, is he? I looked on Messenger. Here it is right here. Shit. I said, damn, he sent this shit to me.
Oh. Because I had some questions I wanted to go over with you first on that Genesis. Like how they be saying that Genesis, what was it, Genesis 6?
Yeah, what about it?
Wait, I got it up on the board. And how they like to use, how they used to like to use that Ezekiel 32 to justify saying that was the fallen angels. The Nephilim that's talked about in Genesis. When in actuality, that's talking about.
I don't know why people on there. I don't know why people even acknowledging that Nephilim shit. I ain't never read when I used to debate. When people used to be like, "We're gonna use the Book of Genesis," I was like, "I don't believe the Book of Genesis." Yep. Moses received. I used to say Moses received the law.
Yep.
That's what I used to tell them. Moses received the law. I don't pray to nothing no more. They don't listen.
Yep.
Look, and then he did a 5-hour lesson on the Garden of Eden, and he's telling everybody it's allegorical. Okay, so if it's allegorical, nobody is real in the Bible.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, Chris. It's like, yeah, okay, let me get the scripture for you. Send a message here. All right. You get this thing here. You get these scriptures. I gotta close up. I gotta get out of here about 15, 20 minutes. All right. Did I erase it? Oh, here we go.
You said 50, 40 minutes.
No, 50, 20 minutes. I said 50, 40 minutes.
I'm like, who says 40 to 50 minutes?
Yeah, there were giants in the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God came to the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, and they became mighty men. Whoa, that's not it. Ezekiel. All right. They do not lay down with the fallen warriors of God of old. They went down into Sheol with the weapons of war, whose swords were placed under their heads, whose shields rested on the bones although the terror of the mighty was once in the land of the living. Right? They like to use that and stuff with Genesis 6 and 4, saying that those giants, those Nephilims, are the fallen. Because you know the Nephilim is fallen also and shit. But when you get to the commentary, like from these scholars, they say that it don't mean none of that shit. And they said apparently the people were of a Canaanite stock. So I want to do some more. Well, I know the people ain't exist or real, but this like on what the text or the scholars say about Cain, and you know what I'm saying, what happened with Cain and stuff like that. But yeah, but none of it points from giant angels falling out of the goddamn sky.
I mean,
and they don't even paint them in a negative light. Know what I'm saying? Just like with Nimrod. Nimrod isn't painted really in a negative light. And they said everybody knew these people. And some scholars said they were in great stature.
giants in the earth is just a way of saying these were mighty men. That's all. Not no literal damn giants. I'm gonna be a damn fool.
This fool, see, well, you got the mud, but bruh, listen what I'm trying to bring out, bruh. With that big old gap in his tooth. That nigga got a big old gap right dead center of his tooth. That nigga can hold Big Macs and shit up that motherfucker.
We'll see, man.
That nigga eat an apple, he'll leave a pinstripe in that motherfucker.
Dude, that dude is a dumb.
Oh, Bama nigga.
Dude is just dumb.
Brother man from the fifth float. This retarded ass nigga. Oh.
Like I said, dude is just dumb.
Thank God for the Killah B show. You can bring a nigga up in here and just talk about him.
Right. Dumb. Just dumb. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, I'm finna get ready to ride out to the movies with the missus. I was just stopping by saying what up. Burn them up. Burn them up. But,
you know
burn them up.
What movie?
Yep.
Huh? Aladdin. My wife want to go see it.
Oh, that movie trash.
That nigga, I don't care what it is. My wife the one that want to see
it. Will Smith then dunked another one. He done sanked on another movie.
Yeah. No, that's the number one. I mean, you can't release nothing out right now because what's it called? Whooping everybody's ass. Avengers is whooping that shit. Didn't gross what $3.2 billion? They say.
I ain't watching
$2.6 billion
already.
Yeah, it only 2.6, not 3 billion. It's almost there.
Damn.
Nah, I wish Pikachu made that type of money.
Did that flop? Did it flop?
What?
Pikachu movie.
Oh hell no! It did amazing for the first really good video game movie ever.
That was an anime movie.
Nah, it's a video game.
Man, Pikachu was a cartoon first. Then it was a video game. It was called Pokemon.
Yeah, it was in 1995 as a video game, Chris. I know this stuff, man.
Dude, hold on. See, I know he don't know. Hold on.
Let's debate.
I know he don't know. Pokemon was a cartoon. It used to come on like this. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. And Ash Ketchum was Pikachu's master. And Pikachu always spoke like this. Pika, Pika. That's how he always spoke. And he was the most powerful Pokemon, but Ash did not want to level him up. And then you had Team Rocket. And you had what's it called? And they used to always be competing with Ash and Brock. And what was the girl's name? And they used to be catching Pokemon.
Misty.
And Misty. Okay, so you know it was a cartoon first. Actually, the video game adapted the cartoon. No, it was a cartoon first. You ain't gonna tell me. Trust me. I know.
Nah, you got it all wrong, brother.
Okay, man. Okay. I'm not about to argue about goddamn
We
Pikachu.
make that another show. Chris Harris versus Xavier.
On Pokemon.
That shit was not a video game first. That cartoon been out since. See, over here we got it in '95, but it had been out over there since 19. Whatever. It had been out over there since 1983, along with Dragon Ball Z and all that other stuff. It was old.
I'm trying to see when the first time it came out. Because the first time I ever heard about Pokemon was on a cartoon.
Right. Me and Daniel Haru damn near the same age. I think Daniel Haru, what, 4 years older than me and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that when it first came out. I never heard of the video game before that.
It was a video game.
Yeah, no, I'm saying not before the cartoon. I don't remember that.
What that
Nah,
shit
they
really
had
came out up here like what, 90, 94,
95.
95? Yeah.
Yeah.
I already graduated high school and shit. So I wouldn't know nothing about that bullshit.
1997, I think I was a freshman in high school. No, 1997. No, I was a sophomore. God damn, I'm old. Yeah, I was a sophomore and shit.
Yeah, I sent the link though.
I'm not saying it wasn't a video game. I'm telling you it was a anime first.
Okay. So
It aired in 1997 on TV Tokyo. It's part of the Pokemon media franchise based on Pokemon's company, Pokemon video game series. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's right.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's right.
yeah. So that's a debate. Point one for me.
Yeah, it was a video game
He
first.
got you, Chris Harris. He got
Yeah, man. Video game.
The video game came out in '96. Yeah, the video game came out in '96. Yep.
anybody catch an L over here on the West Side General.
Oh yeah, for Japan Game Boy.
God damn.
Yeah, I ain't afraid to admit when he's somebody right. Shit, I ain't no dummy like that. Shit. Oh, I said, oh shit, he's right.
Hey,
Good.
dude, hey, here go to Christian Shuffle. Well, I'm not talking about Japan. I'm talking about in America.
Oh shit. Damn Pokemon. Come on here, have your Pokemon debates and sit up on the Killah B show.
Yeah, we could debate Pokemon. I'm gonna be the great champion in debates with that shit.
I'm gonna get 10,000 views and shit too.
It will.
But how did you know
Pokemon.
about that? How did you know about that in Japan though? Because it wasn't the video game wasn't out here first. It was the cartoon first.
Okay, yeah, that's how. Okay, most people hear about here in America. The first thing that came out was actually the cartoon or the anime.
Right.
And then the video games came after. There's also a trading cards, which was made by Wizards of the Coast, and then they did their own stuff with the Pokemon card game. It's right now, like since '97, it's the longest running anime right now.
Yeah. But how did you know about the video game?
Because it was over here in America on Game Boy.
Yeah, on Game Boy. There's one.
Okay.
Yup. So with that, let me get on out of here so I can get ready.
Cool.
Hey,
Thank everybody for viewing.
He said everybody
Yes,
catch L's over on you catch L's on everything over here, boy.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm
yo.
out. He win that one.
He's like, I'm not defeated. Some of y'all will come out of nowhere. Say, I was Chris Harris, that's a Pokemon.
You gotta put the little Pokemon debate over there.
Oh, yeah.
I with Chris on Pokemon. Yes, I did. May 25th, 2019.
Damn.
Chris Harris asked me something about some Pokemon, and I told him. God damn it, I beat Chris Harris.
Hey, yo. Detective Pikachu on your ass, too, Jude Nazareth.
He'll be like, Pika. He'll be like, Pika, Pika. When he come home from now on.
I'm gonna be all old. I'll be talking about, man, ain't nobody beat Chris Harris and shit. Chris Harris.
Chris, get him back with.
Say, what about some y'all that Pokemon debate?
Hey, Chris, get him back with Dragon Ball Z. Get him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that story is Journey to the West. The original story from Akira Toriyama. Before it was Dragon Ball Z, it was Dragon Ball, which was just the magical adventures.
See, we ain't fucking with you. We got to change subject, man. You bring
Yeah,
that
I'm about to say that. Let me get out of here before I be late. Do what I gotta do, and all the excuse I got because I was fucking around talking about Pokemon. And I don't know the first thing about Pokemon. The first time I put the Pokemon game on my phone and shit, I almost walked off a damn cliff.
She did have some kids found dead bodies and everything.
Yo, no lie, yo, no lie. Almost walked off a damn cliff. The first 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, I set the damn game up.
Pokemon.
I was like, damn, this is dangerous as hell. You looking at the shit, you trying to find that motherfucker. Yeah, but let me get on out of here.
All right, bro.
Yup.
All right, man.
So thank everybody for coming on. Chris Harris, brother Hey Rue, Shami Yam. You know what I'm saying? We tearing their asses up. The Witchfinder General. You got a witch. I'm damn sure burning their motherfucking ass up. You got a bullshit ass doctrine. Chris Harris damn sure gonna tear your ass down.
And
When
you got some weird anime stories. I'm gonna burn your ass down like Pikachu.
That's he pulled that good clip, explaining that whole Godzilla and how the giants couldn't possibly like be that size. That was dope. That was dope. So that's it. We heading on out of here. Charles Willison, Redro, the G-Mix. God damn it. We up out of this motherfucking shit. Witchfinder General. Brat. And I had a daughter. Repping. They for me. Omi. Tony. I'm living. You would. You wish you would. Up. Mine. Man. Next, got an interview with Charles Willison, Killah B, Witchfinder General. We out.